You too. What is going on, Lakers family? In today's video, we got some rumors involving the Los Angeles Lakers going star hunting for a third star in the offseason of 2024. And one player that has been, heavy linked, mentioned to the Lakers is superstar point guard Trae Young from the Atlanta Hawks. So he is a trade target, and that is the hopes. So they want to place another star next to LeBron James, Anthony Davis, this upcoming 2024 NBA offseason. And to be honest, guys, I'm not really surprised about this. This is not really news because this has been, talked for a while, even since Trae Young has entered the league. And earlier in the season, the Lakers had Trae Young on his radar, or Trae Young had the Lakers on his radar. So I'm not really surprised about this. And even Jovan Boo of The Athletic did provide the report during a Q&A session when asked if the Lakers are going to go for a third star. He pretty much did say yes, they are going for a third star. They're hunting for another one. And Bua said this, right? Per Jesse, I'm not sure how you pronounce his last name. I don't want to butcher it. You guys know who I'm talking about of Lakers Daily. And then he says, and I could confirm that from, multiple sources. They are going for a third star hunting this offseason, and we'll see how that affects our starting point guard D'Angelo Russell situation. We'll see how you probably have to give up Austin Reeves in almost any third star trade, because even since the trade deadline, there was even talks about Austin Reeves included in Zach LaVine trades, probably even DeJounte Murray. If the Lakers want to get another star, Austin Reeves is going to have to be included in those trades. It is what it is. The NBA is a business. We'll see about that. And then he says, now who's available? That's the question. The one name I continually hear is Trae Young. He's been to plenty of Laker playoff games before, even last season when the Lakers in the playoffs. I will say he is a clutch sports client. He has the same agent as Lakers star LeBron James, Anthony Davis. So that's the connection that they do have, the relationship. And that's probably the most realistic one that I can think of right now. What happens with Dallas Mavericks star Kyrie Irving? Do they flame out? What is it going to take? Do they lose in the play-in tournament? Do they lose in the first round in the playoffs? We'll see about that. Does Dallas ultimately break up that duo of Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic? And then what's the market for Kyrie Irving, the trade market, right? And then another star that has been mentioned has been, Donovan Mitchell. It seems like there's been a little bit more growing optimism and buzz that's been going to stay in Cleveland. And there's even talks about, Donovan Mitchell and media day that he was not going to sign a contract extension, but we'll see about that. Looks like he wants to stay with the Cleveland Cavaliers. But even if he does leave, the two teams are the New York teams, have been, reportedly been the favorites just because he's from the greater New York area. And even Trae Young, who's in the sixth NBA season this year for the Atlanta Hawks, is averaging close to 26.4 points per game, shooting 42.6% from the field, 2.7 rebounds. I will say he does lead the league in assists, 10.8 assists per game, which is actually insane, 0.2 blocks, 1.4 steals, and shooting near 37.1% from three on 8.9 attempts per game. So he's taking a lot of attempts from three and shooting close to, 85.6% from the free throw line. So he's a very good free throw shooter, taking around 7.8 attempts per game. He has played 51 games for the Hawks, started 51 games, and he's playing close to at least 36.5 minutes a night. So that is a career high, most minutes in his career since he's been in the league. He is a three-time All-Star, and he occurred in the 2020-2021 season when he led the Atlanta Hawks to the Eastern Conference Finals. So, however, the Atlanta Hawks haven't fared as well since, and various roster changes plus a coaching switch haven't led to more success. They've been a fringe playoff team for years and now sit 34-39. They're the 10th seed in the Eastern Conference. So if the play-in tournament started today, they'll be in the play-in tournament, and the Hawks will likely need to fight their way out of the play-in tournament just in order to make it to the playoffs. So they aren't close to being a championship contender, not even close. And they got Trae Young, DeJounte Murray partnership just hasn't worked out because they've been struggling to play off ball. And that's been the biggest question mark, right? He's going to have the ball all the time as the point guard, primary point guard, and the Hawks have been, struggling with those duos. So they've been in trade rumors. They haven't been persistent and should only ramp up this summer. Of note, ESPN Dave McMenamin did report this on January 23rd that LA has had an internal discussions to persuade bona fide superstar player such as Trae Young or Cleveland Cavaliers superstar player and Donovan Mitchell. On the Lakers end, they are struggling just to make the playoffs as well and look to design for a spot in the playing tournament. So they largely ran back last year's team, which they made it to the Western Conference Finals, but changes could certainly be forthcoming to maximize James and Davis window as best for the Lakers. Can, should the team endure another disappointing postseason exit. And the Lakers did get swept to the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals 4-0. And it's been a very disappointing season for the Lakers. Didn't really live up to the expectations because a lot of people and fans like me thought the Lakers won the offseason, but we look very scary on paper. Things don't win on paper, has to play on the court, and just really hasn't happened. We've been dealing with injuries. Darvin Ham's rotations has been, terrible, not very consistent. So I will say adding Trae Young won't be cheap as he has 3 years left at his contract. On his 5-year contract, $215 million, which is a lot, and per year is making around like $43 million. So that is pretty hefty, high price to pay. And he's going to become an unrestricted free agent in 2027. So I will say, guys, he does have an early termination option that you can use after the 2025-26 campaign. And the smoke connecting to Trae Young to the Lakers at this point simply can't be ignored. And he is a 6'1" point guard. He is very undersized. And if you look at his defensive rating, it's terrible. I mean, he's not that great of a defender. His defensive rating is 121.9. This season, league average is 116.5. And opposing teams would have to, target him. Just like, D'Angelo Russell, they do target him, and Austin Reeves. So he's not very efficient. Yes, he's this elite scorer, this star. He does have the star power, but he takes a lot of threes. He's one of the highest usage rate players in the league. So that is a concern about that. And the Lakers are going to have 3 first-round draft picks to trade over in the summer to go get a bona fide star like a Donovan Mitchell, a Trae Young, maybe even a Kyrie Irving. We'll see about that, and even DeJounte Murray. But in my personal opinion, if the Lakers are going to go after a star, much rather go for Donovan Mitchell. I explained it in my previous videos. I'm not going to, say it again. But Trae Young, he would actually be very good alongside LeBron James and Anthony Davis because he provide the playmaking. And LeBron James, he's a playmaker, and he's been trying to play more off ball, but he's going to play on ball a lot of the times. And he would actually carry and handle the playmaking duties that LeBron James has. And can't you imagine, the pick roll between Trae Young and Anthony Davis? That would actually be dangerous, but I do have my concerns with that because Trae Young has been struggling to play off ball next to DeJounte Murray on the Atlanta Hawks. Can it work out with the Los Angeles Lakers? We'll see. Will the Lakers go for more 3-and-D players in the offseason, maybe like Dorian Finney-Smith or those type of players? Just using that for example, because the Lakers do need to improve their three-point shooting. We also need more defensive players on this team. We're not that good of a defensive team right now, but of course we are missing Jared Vanderbilt and Gabe Vincent, who's one of our best point-of-attack guards on this team, two-way guard. But the Lakers did get Spencer Dinwiddie in the biomarkers, so he's been playing some very good defense. Will the Lakers bring him back in the offseason? We'll see about that. And I will say LeBron James, he does have a $51 million player option for the 2024-25 season. So if LeBron James does not come back to the Lakers are going to save a lot of cap space. In my personal opinion, the only way the Lakers should go after stars is if LeBron James does not stay with the Lakers, because I feel like the third star route has been dying. For example, the Phoenix Suns, they're not even that great of a team, right? And their star has been dying. Honestly, feel like you need good role players, good unit to surround your two stars on your team. Don't go for a third star. You need a great supporting cast. For example, the Denver Nuggets, they have a great supporting cast. Yeah, Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic, and they have a bunch of very good role players on their team. So the Lakers should go after a big man. They should either trade for a big man or sign a big man in the offseason because that's what we need. That's what we lack. We need rebounding. I believe we're like dead last in offense rebounds, and second chance points have been killing us. Our transition defense has been terrible. Our perimeter defense has been terrible. So, Lakers fans, NBA fans, general, you guys let me know in the comment section. How do you guys feel about this, rumor mill? And there's been a lot of murmurs because even, speculation, Kendrick Perkins saying there's a star coming in mind that he's been mentioning, but for Anthony Davis. So we'll see about that. I'm going to put the link in the description so you guys can go check it out for yourselves. What do you guys think of today's video? What did you guys like what I said in this video? What do you guys think I can improve my content on? Like this video so YouTube could push the algorithm. Also subscribe. Really trying to reach my next goal of 3K subs. The only way I could do that is if you guys support this channel. I'd really appreciate that a lot. And lastly, before I end this video off, turn on notification bells so you guys stay updated news, rumors, injury updates, and off-season trades, all that good stuff. And also follow my socials. The links will be in the description or in the comment section. And I'm out of here. Peace.